So here's our ribeye. It's now been unpackaged, ready to go. We're going to first go ahead and we're going to put spray release on both sides. Make sure you keep that foil on. We've done it through the whole thing now since we've had it Frenched. We got it through the smoking process. We've got it through the cutting process, packaging. So now we want to put about a half a teaspoon of KSMP evenly distributed around the face of the ribeye on both sides. Okay? And what we want to do is also give the grill a little bit of squirt so it has some. Now we want to stay in low zone too because this has a lot of fat in it and it has a 30-minute cook time. So we're going to go ahead and place that right on the grill and don't touch it. It's going to sit there for about 10 minutes before, 8 to 10 minutes before we turn it again. To get it to medium rare is about a 30-minute cook time. So we'll show you again at the turn stage. I don't want to have you sitting there watching 30 minutes of cooking steak. It's sort of be watching like grass grow. So as you can see, this isn't flaring up. You can see what a pretty color we have it, and it's cooking nice and slow. We're going to go ahead and turn it at 180 degrees. Again, protecting that piece of foil. And we're going to just turn it, so it's going to sit there for about another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll flip it over so you'll be able to see the first side of that grilled steak. And again, make sure you're keeping in this low too, so you're not getting any flare-ups. If you get more than 3 steaks, you're going to have to work with your general manager and your guests to say, hey, these are selling really well. We're a little backed up on the grill since Zone 3 is your barbecue, and Zone 1's barbecue and Zone 3 over here, so your burgers and stuff. You don't want to intermingle to get cross-contamination of barbecue sauce flavors. You don't want to get over where it's too hot, where all this flat and marbling is going to start flaring up and burning the steak. Remember, each one of these steaks costs about $25. So you have to be very cautious and be very careful with cooking these. So again, it's slow and low. It's going to say on the menu that it's a 30-minute cook time. So please make sure that everybody knows that, and when dealing with it, that it's not a race, it's slow and low to get it to the plate. So now, this has been about 16 minutes. You can start to see the blood's coming up. That means the heat is rising through. We're creating steam, cooking the steak. Now we're going to go ahead and just flip it over. And you'll see it's perfectly marked. It's beautiful. We've got nice color on the outside. Again, we've kept that foil on. And when we get done with this, you'll see exactly why we want to keep that foil on. But you see the fat on there bubbling nicely. Again, you're not seeing any flare up or burning. On that next turn, in about 10 minutes, we're going to take the temperature on it so you can see it. But again, you want to make sure that the foil stays on through the entire process as it is, and we'll get this great coloring and great marks on it that you see now. Okay, so you'll see perfect 134, 135, medium rare. Our steak is now ready for our guest. Look how beautiful and juicy the steak is. We're now going to go and take and move that to our large oval plate. Boldly spiced, lightly smoked, perfectly grilled, 2-pound. So now what we're going to do is top it with our Creole butter, about 1 ounce of Creole butter on the top. And we're going to finally take, we'll actually wait till it's done under the cheese melter. We're going to go ahead and stick it up in there, and we're going to just take it and lightly melt the butter from the onto the top of the steak, so it gets a little spread out on there. It has a great visual appearance when it goes out to the guests. And we're finally going to remove that foil off of there to show you why we protected it through the entire process, so the bone has got a really pretty presentation when it goes out to the guests. It's not browned or burned from the grilling or anything else. It looks like very natural, and again, it shows the time care that Smoky Bones has put into this for our guests. So here we go. The final step, we're going to take it out. You can see that butter is nice and lightly melted. The final pièce de résistance, that beautiful bone on there. And there you go. Our boldly spiced, lightly smoked, perfectly grilled, 2-pound shareable ribeye steak, only available at Smoky Bones, your place for food, drink, and fun.